It starts with a wizard. He is old and he is wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he is strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
You always got to be ready for the quick 2-1.
We're in.
My favorite sex move.
Welcome back, everybody.
Up to
To
a
the Flagon
blinding
Slayers.
start.
So, in case you missed last week, stories were unfolded, secrets were learned, math was done. So, the party, after reconvening in the Feywild, learned of some interesting things. A little bit of the potential big bad evil guy's backstory, that the world souls are needed even more now than ever, how they are created, and that some people from the group's past might not be who they say they are.
Dude, Dumbledore's a piece of shit.
You know,
Raised him for slaughter.
Steady on.
Fucking asshole.
Steady on.
Anyway, the party then went inside a magnificent mansion and rested for the evening after some light talking between each other. But that will be where we begin tonight's session. So, you have all awoken. There are signs on the walls that direct you to where the kitchen is. If you would like to grab breakfast or perhaps something to drink.
Getting breakfast.
I would like to grab some eggs.
Okay, how would you like your eggs?
Oh no, Jake.
Out of the shell.
Oh yes, Zygon, indeed. Did you hit it?
I did.
Oh no.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh no.
The DM knows now.
No.
Alright.
Please.
Yes,
no.
he is.
If he was evil before.
If you thought he was evil before. Just wait. This summer.
Zygon.
Yeah. Is everybody else... How are you getting your eggs, Anzu?
Out of the shell.
How would you like them prepared or cooked?
I'd like them sunny side up.
Okay. Okay.
Fair.
And I'd like to get some for my wife, too. My very alive wife.
Yes, she is still alive. You see that she's already here. Linares has always been kind of a light sleeper. Daisy, what are you doing? Sorry, guys. Hang on. Daisy's messing with me. Okay, she's fine. She's going to the vet for surgery tomorrow.
What's wrong?
She's getting spayed, but that's neither here nor there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about it, but that's for after stream.
I mean, we could get spayed too, but I can't afford it
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, so all of you begin to gather in the dining hall slash kitchen area. Eggs of all different shapes, sizes, and creatures for you if you so desire. Anzo, you see Linares kind of poring over some books. You can't quite tell what they are. You would have to roll for figuring out what they are. But you see she's doing that thing when she's in deep thought, where she kind of takes a strand of her hair and kind of rubs it in between her index finger and middle finger and her thumb, just kind of like this. Just kind of is doing this, and then every once in a while she'll twirl it, and then she'll bring it back out. It's something you've seen her do many times.
Stop her from doing that so she doesn't yank out her hair.
Oh, I was doing that. I'm sorry. Good morning,
Hi.
Anzu.
Good morning. I have eggs.
Thank you.
Yes.
Exactly how I like them.
Are you going to eat them?
I'm not hungry right now. But thank you.
Should I put them in my pocket for later?
It would all be runny, dear. Probably
No,
not
no,
there.
no. Look. I can put them in. We have a refrigerated bag of holding. We can put the eggs in there.
Well, the virtues of magic will never stop astounding me.
Yes. Oh, yes. You should join me for my morning yoga.
Since when do you start doing morning yoga?
Since. It's been a year now since I've been with these people. About a year.
Well, I would be delighted.
Oh, sure. You should tell Animus about the Boogaloos. He doesn't believe me about them.
Well, how could anyone not believe about the Boogaloos?
That's what I told him. I said, if you want your eyes intact, you should put this balm on them. You know, it's mentally makes you.
The young don't understand, Anzu.
I know. I try.
When did we talk about boogaloos?
So Anzu is, as you and Linares are doing couples yoga, which is unlocking a whole new set of yoga moves that you were unaware of, or had always wanted to try. Zygon, you awaken. Seems pretty normal. It's one of the better sleeps you've gotten in a while. The voices are kind of dying down. Maybe in here, because it's like a pocket dimension, it's harder for them to reach.
Checks out.
Everything seems fine. There's nothing different really. But the rest of you all convene down in the kitchen with whatever foods you so desire.
Hey, Jacob.
Yes.
I left Rupert with something for Thea, and then he just took it with him.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. I just
He did, didn't he?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that happened.
Just wanted to check. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. No, it's okay.
No, it's cool. It's fine.
No, I'm fine. It's okay.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Who's all
Is there
in
a
the dining
dartboard?
room?
You get the feeling that if there were a dartboard, it would probably be in the gambling hall that you and Animus were in last night. There's not one in the dining area.
Oh, I fell asleep in the library reading as much as I could about Linares' travels through dimensions. Have I learned anything new, or does it kind of just expand on things that I've already learned about?
There really wasn't much. Linares was not much of an interdimensional traveler. There's a lot on the Feywild because of them interacting with Titania a lot.
Because I also did read a lot when I was at the college, or at the school as well, so...
Yeah. There's a very particular passage about this race of mushroom people that they discovered while in the Feywild, and that they thought everything was fine until it came to dinner, and then they realized that they were going to be the dinner. But Linares looks back on it fondly. Yeah, nothing super detailed. As you're going through, you do find one passage on the Shadowfell. Very brief. It says that they had to enter the Shadowfell to collect a rare mineral, and that they got in and got out as fast as possible.
Does it say that Valshinar was with them?
Yes, yeah. This was about 60, 70 years ago.
I will note that. Does it say what the rare mineral was?
No. So Linares didn't know, and she specifically says, when Velshinar wants something, it's best not to ask questions.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna go find that dartboard.
okay. So you begin looking around. You eventually make it back into the gambling hall. You see this very nice dartboard. It's even regulation. It's got
Wow.
the exact point scores, and then there's also the line and everything. It's a regulation board. You get the feeling that Linares maybe is in darts a little bit.
Well, keep that in mind, and I'll just start practicing.
Just practice. Go ahead and make 3 dexterity checks for me. Well, okay. Tell me what you're going for.
Treble 20s.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Going for that 180. Ooh. 24.
24. Okay. Do another one. So your first dart right on, exactly where you need it to be.
24.
Same.
That is a 13.
Okay, so you hit the first 2, and then the third one kind of goes off, and it's off by about maybe 3 or 4 inches.
That's
But
unfortunate.
for a warm up, not too bad. Are you eating anything while you're doing this, or are you just throwing some darts?
No, I'll throw some darts for a little while. Eventually, I'll go over and get some food. But
oh, Daisy's back. Okay. She keeps even. I shut my door and then she opens it. You can see her. So a few minutes pass, and then you eventually all do make it into the dining area. Anzu and Linares finish their yoga. You see Thea comes in with her siblings and her father, who is clutching a cane that has been provided by the staff in Linares' mansion. Everybody kind of gets their food. There's this air of anticipation and of apprehension, kind of wafting. There's a foreboding sort of sense.
As I leave the library, I'm going to take a copy of Into the Chest and Back Again by Animus and put it up on the shelf so that she now has this as part of this collection.
Okay.
This guy.
The nice novella.
This fucking guy.
It's been a long time.
Imagine going to like the National Museum of Art and just putting up your own fucking artwork somewhere.
Her library
Putting
is
up
not that extensive, though.
your crayon drawing.
Her library wasn't that extensive as the college. It was more just her own kind of recollections. But I'm just adding it in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in our library as well, and it's in circulation around Amon. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Animus has never actually looked into the sales numbers.
Well, I don't care about sales for it. I just threw a few out there to different libraries.
You're gonna do a reading and a signing?
Yeah,
somewhere?
Yeah. You got to get that really nice author cover or author photo.
It's just like me like stroking my beak, like.
Yeah.
I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday, and there was a local author there, like, signing books. He, like, wrote children's books, but he was, like, had, like, a table right when you walked into the Barnes & Noble.
And they get
So you
you.
can't
They're
miss
like,
him.
hey, get over here. I'm like, oh, hi. And they're like, buy my book. And I'm like, all right. Fine.
All right. You guys have all had your breakfast. What are you doing?
Everyone's awfully quiet this morning.
Where? Yeah?
I mean...
Did Animus eat eggs? I need to know.
I would have eaten eggs of a creature that wasn't a bird.
Ooh, like a lizard?
Yeah, like a lizard
What the
eggs or
fuck?
something.
Yeah, like a lizard,
No,
like,
I would have eaten regular eggs. It's not
or like a
that weird.
frog.
Fish
I
eat
mean, birds
fish,
eat.
birds
Yeah,
eat
birds eat birds.
I'll eat the
I've
eggs.
seen you eat chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
Birds
eaten
eat birds.
chicken. Birds eat birds.
Weird.
I just don't eat other kinku. That'd be really strange.
yeah, that would be
Were there
that would be
king-coo eggs?
cannibalism.
You said there were different eggs.
No,
That would be
Linares
hard to
draws
get-
the line there.
That would be hard to get a hold of in the current climate of the world.
That is true. That is very true.
I mean, it's her. She could do it.
True. She's been dead a while though. Those would be some rotten kinku eggs. Unless she's in cahoots with Valshinar.
Just for the kinku eggs. She's in it for the eggs, nothing more, nothing less.
We were the mineral that they were looking for in the shadow.
Yeah.
Yes, it just seems, you know, let's all have open minds about what's going to happen today. We are going in there, taking them on in our own sought-out plan instead of getting jumped on by them. So I think we've got the upper hand this time. We should have some hope, right?
Sure, you know. Of course. I mean,
And we know where they're gonna be.
If we get... if Titania is able to send us back to the right time, we'll know where they are.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot the plan.
Somebody needs...
I still have that talk to do.
Yeah.
don't I?
Somebody needs to talk to Titania.
You see Linares as she's continuing to study. You see her brow furrows a little bit as you mentioned Titania a few times.
You know, Adam, it's hard being wanted all the time by everyone. It's just
Linares just elbows you directly in the ribs.
That one seemed personal. I'm gonna let you guys get through that one.
I'm sorry, dear. Being brought back to life makes your muscles twitch every once in a while. I'm sure you understand.
she got you there.
little does she know I love the pain.
Linares goes back to studying.
Do we need to do anything before we leave today?
I would like to fix my armor at some point in time.
Oh yeah. If
Uh,
anybody's got mending, they could fix it.
Anzu has some mending that he could help you out with there.
Hey, Anzu, buddy.
Hello? We
Gotta-
haven't talked very much, have we?
We don't talk very much. No.
No. You're just up there, almighty.
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
I'm down
Oh, you know.
here.
You know how it
just
is.
our eye lines don't really just, you know.
Yeah, you know, peripheral vision isn't great.
There's the ranger.
Got a favor to ask.
Most
I heard a rumor that you may or may not have the ability to fix armor and whatnot.
I'm not an armor smith.
Well, I heard a rumor that you had this thing called mending. I was wondering if you would help a brother out. And
Oh, we're brothers. Yeah.
yes, you know. Yeah.
Where's the armor?
Oh, it's on me. It's right. I'll like take it off and like hand it to him.
Is it mendable?
Mending fixes small, like 1 foot by 1 foot areas usually.
It has to be 1 foot by 1 foot.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
But I can do it over and over.
Multiple
You can do it
times,
multiple
yeah.
times.
Is there a certain material he might need to use so he's not stretching the other material?
Well, see, that could be the issue.
Well, that's what
But
I'm
it could.
wondering. Like, is there like, can we use something in the house to kind of help mix in with it a little bit?
Would it just be easier for me to go find somebody who does
Yes.
this?
What is your armor?
I need some papyrus to put on there.
It is studded leather armor.
I think
Yeah, you should be able to mend that.
Alright, mending.
Okay. Takes you just a little bit to fix it, but it eventually... You do feel, though, Cirrus, you do feel that the armor is thinner now.
Okay.
Let me see here. So that's gonna drop your AC.
Oh man,
I think
that's
I
unfortunate.
think I have armor.
So, we will now say that your studded leather armor is a base 11 instead of a base 12, so you'll add 11 plus your dex modifier. So your AC just goes
Okay.
down by 1.
So it's like
Okay, cool.
like
That
leather
works.
armor now, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Cirrus, if you want, we have a couple extra enchanted leather armor sets. If you want one.
Yeah, actually, I knew this. He was a guard at the palace, and he wore this thing. It was called a cup.
Okay, never mind that. I'm gonna pull one out. We have 3
A
sets.
cup or new armor?
No, the new armor. I don't know what he's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have just leather armor, but we have 3 sets of cold resisting leather armor enchanted.
So your AC
It's
would be
still
the same,
11.
but you would have resistance to cold.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of like that.
I don't know. Cold enchantment on a cup might make it a little.
It's not. It doesn't include the cup Anzu. It's just the leather armor, the normal set that you usually get. Here you go, Cirrus. You can try this on for size if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
So Cirrus, as you go to try it on, it's pretty small. Like you try and get it over your shoulders, and it's like not going down, and then it resizes and fits perfectly.
Whoa.
The magic of enchanted leather armor, or I guess enchanted armor overall.
I do the whole thing where like I look myself in the mirror and do the whole.
Yeah, it fits. It fits well.
All right.
Full
Does it make my
coverage.
butt look good?
Roll a perception check.
All right.
What's
What
your
is
total AC right now, Zach?
16? Ooh.
You guys' ACs are low. That's
I'm-
about to become an issue.
I don't want to.
Yep.
I don't want to metagame too hard because I could just give him my studded leather armor set.
I have 11.
But then your
on the
AC is lower.
perception.
Cirrus, you're trying to look, see your butt, can't quite see it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you need to do more glute training.
Yeah. Alright.
Rangers train, upper body a lot more than they do lower body. So,
All right.
Get some lunges going.
so
Yeah.
Zygon, as you're enjoying your eggs from various creatures, we kind of watch the group, kind of having this camaraderie going on. It's nice. So
Is it?
as Cirrus gets his armor on, you see Targarus, as the kids are kind of playing and having fun. He walks over to you guys. I hate to be a bother, but my wife is still in the city. So, if she continued along the tunnels, she's most likely safe now. But I wish to return to her soon, if we can make that happen.
Well, if we are able to, God, it's hard for me to say this seriously, but I need to be a little bit serious about this. If we can allow Anzu to talk to Titania, so she is taken away from her play for a second, to send us back to the correct time, we could be there as your wife's still moving through the tunnels, and you can meet her at the other side before they're even able to track her down. Problem is, Titania apparently cares very much for her plays, even more so than the end of our existence. So
You see Linares kind of... That's true, she does care a lot about her plays.
Maybe we should go talk to her, right? Maybe that's a good thing to do. Maybe Zygon can come to, he's a
Oh,
good talker.
She doesn't.
Speaks things.
I don't know if she. I don't remember her liking me. Being
she
too
doesn't.
fond.
She doesn't like him because he's.
Well, maybe Thea with the ears, you know.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know, elves used to be from the Fae. Yeah, that's a good history lesson. You want to come?
Suppose.
Yes.
Enzu, do you wish for your lovely wife to come with you too?
Oh,
Just in
yes.
case? I don't want you getting any ideas.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I've always been bad at those.
Jacob, quick
All right.
question.
Yes.
Is Titania the one that I needed to deliver that golden chalice to? From when I got that deck of cards from
I know what you're talking about.
Burgadorus or whoever.
I don't remember. I think so.
That sounds right to me. I
I'm
just don't
almost
remember.
positive. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But Linares stands up and she puts the books away, and you see them disappear, seemingly carried off by invisible servants. Well, everyone, as lovely as this has been, the spell only lasts for around another 5 minutes. So if you've left anything in here, and if you don't want it to get broken, I would suggest getting it out. And you getting out.
I will get out. Zach, do you have...
We'll also get out.
Okay.
Zach,
So everybody
you were there for
shuffles out of the mansion.
the dead dragon fight, right? Like the big zombie dragon in the cave.
I believe he was not.
I don't think so.
No, that was like one of the last things that you guys did with Braun.
Okay. Do you have an arrow of a dragon slayer?
Oh.
Okay.
I do.
Hold on.
You have
An arrow of what?
of the dragon slayer. We have two. I know Thea
Please
bought
remember the
one,
mission is
or
to
got
not
one
kill
from
my
someone.
son, but bring him back.
And then we found. Well, this is just player because I'm trying to figure. I have a lot of note cards
Pretty.
sitting around, and I'm just trying to figure out our inventory really quick.
I already
So-
had mine written down.
Okay,
see
so
what
the
you
other
have
one,
mine.
the other one we have is from the dragon fight.
You have two.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. You guys come out and you hear the sound of applause as it appears that the curtain is coming down on the production for a final time. They've gotten through all their acts. For you, it has been 8 hours. For them, it has been 3 days. But the show is the audience is giving us full standing ovation. Everyone's cheering. You see people crying, tears just streaming down their faces.
I start clapping.
Flowers get thrown up on stage as you see Titania grabs one and holds it close to her chest, and then everybody kind of goes off as the curtain finally comes down. Titania comes over to all of you. Oh, you didn't get to see the show, did you? Oh, that's so
Ooh.
sad.
Maybe we can
Next
get tickets for the next one.
We can put it on again right now if you would like. A private show.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a pretty generous offer.
Anzu has something to ask you really quick.
You see, as Anzu kind of steps up, you see Linares just slowly shuffles directly behind him. And she's kind of scowling at Titania a little.
Hello.
Hello, Anzu. I'm glad to see that everyone is in one piece. And she makes direct eye contact with Linares and then goes back down to you.
The whole team's almost together. All we need is Belle.
Anzu, dear, I don't
Yes?
think that's going to be happening. You know that's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
I don't
I'm
know.
surprised he's still alive.
Yes,
But you
pardon
know
me.
what they say, evil has troubles shuffling off the mortal coil.
Speaking of that, do you know where he is? You said you would give me an update, and I never.
Hang on a second. And you see 3 fairies come in from seemingly nowhere, and they're kind of dressed in this like what looks like they're wearing cloaks. They're dressed kind of like rangers, but they're about this big. They've got little bows that are made out of like twigs and then like silk. But she listens to them as they whisper something to her. Anzu, it's your lucky day.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's one lucky day. I think we've had a few in the past. Um, but Velshinar is in the material plane, it appears. I know, isn't that just great? He's finally come out of that dreadful place. I thought you would be excited. Old friends, old enemies. And then she looks up at Linares for a second and back down to you.
I'm gonna nudge
Wait.
Sirius. They don't seem to be a very good team.
Where is he in the air?
Material plane city names are so silly. Give me a moment.
Yes, very dumb.
Let me hold up, just so because I don't want to get names wrong. My informants say that he is in a place called what was it? The Frostweld.
Sounds chilly.
I don't know, he may have to deal with
That's
that
very
later.
funny.
What is he doing there? Is he just,
Well, that's
like in an igloo?
as you can see, my trio of scouts used to be a quintet, so we don't quite know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, anyway, we would like to go back and rescue Richter.
And you need little old me to send you back. But you don't want to deal with all the timey-wimey, weird distortions.
Just a favor for an old friend, please.
Oh, Anzu, I believe you're the one who owes me many favors.
I know, I owe you a lot. Maybe I'll send you a present, right? Oh, maybe I'll give you some boogaloo repellent. I have some extra.
Speaking of,
Wipe it on your eyes right here, that just as old Grandpappy told me.
She gets down on your level, and she looks you directly in the eyes, and you see her tone has shifted. Are you trying to suggest that I'm looking old, Anzu?
Speaking of presents, speaking of presents, I was told
She stands back up, and now it's almost like a hawk, where it's like when her eyes are on you, you can feel like a predator, or you feel like she's hunting you almost.
I'm like pat myself trying to find the chalice.
Please don't pull out your cock.
All right. I was told
Anzu's done that one too many times.
Yeah.
I was told to deliver this to you, and I hold out the chalice like down my head.
Oh, is this? You didn't have to get me a gift, everyone.
Oh.
What is it? Who's this from?
It was from Argadoris.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in some time. Well,
Yep.
he must trust you if he sent this with you.
Well, you know what they say about trust.
It's a one-way street, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dears and darlings alike, I just had a very lovely show. I would like to retire to my dressing room, and if me sending you back gets you out of my hair, then I'm happy to oblige.
Thank you, Titania.
I don't mean to be disrespectful. I think I really want to see your next show. I'm really sad that I missed this one, but how precisely can you send us back, place and time wise?
Where would you wish to be, and when would you wish to be?
Well, I know Targarus specifically needs to be in a certain location so that he can save his wife, and I don't really know where they want to be. We're kind of looking for Richter, so I'm not sure what.
Well,
part of
if
the city
if you have two different destinations, I could muster up the strength to send you both. But
Titania, you're the only one strong enough to do it.
You are.
flattery will get you everywhere, darling.
I know it will.
Now, where would you like to go?
Where, Anzu, do you think Richter is?
Where
Wasn't it on the side of the mountain?
east of Single,
North.
in the
east?
billowy crests of the mountains.
I don't know if she can see, if she can like.
Go what?
Linares speaks up. Master of navigation, Anzu, my husband, means the Stormcrest Mountains.
Yes. We'd like to be put in the bosoms of the valley. No, yes.
But if I'm to be completely honest, Anzu, I'm curious as to why Velshanar would be in the Frostweld.
Not much either.
There's
I
many
know-
ancient magics that are still imprisoned there.
It may be something worth dealing with in a bit, but I don't know. Would you guys like to have one big reunion when we go? Right?
Well, you guys said Richter
Titania.
first.
Titania looks at you, Anzu. Anzu, dear, I'm afraid you're quite bad at reading the room. I think someone would be a little intimidated if I were to make an appearance. And you see Linares kind of start to get red in the face.
Yes. Well, I think. Can we go now, please?
Are you going in one place or two?
Two.
Two. Alright, everyone who would wish to go to Singorn, please, on that side. And everyone who wished to go to the Stormcrest Mountains, on that side, please.
Go to
I can
there.
get you within 2 to 3 days. And I'll make it to where you can remember what little of the performance you saw.
Oh, thank you, and I'll let you know when that reunion happens. It might be saucy.
Well, when it's between you two boys, it's always saucy.
Yeah.
The Frostweld's close to the Stormcrest Mountains, right?
So, essentially, Singorn here, Stormcrest Mountains here,
Frostweld.
Frostweld here.
Ah!
They're on the opposite sides of the mountain range. The Frostweld is like the northern portion of the Stormcrest Mountains, and Singorn is the southwest portion of the Stormcrest Mountains.
I love when we have a plan and then something keeps getting added to the plan. That way our plan doesn't work.
It's almost as if the DM is letting you know more of his plan.
It's almost as if Velshanar shows up when we're up there. We're going to be fucked anyways, and this whole entire campaign is going to come to a close.
Elshana won't
Wouldn't it be
show
so
up.
unsatisfying if you all died?
He's just a bad boy.
Just a bad boy. He
Anzu, if I can
enslaved-
remind you, he was the reason that I died, and you had to use magic to bring me back. So
Yes, I knew. We all know.
He's also part of the
Believe it
reason
or
that
not,
the world
the
souls
four of us were the
exist.
bestest of friends, right? The four of us, we were like
you
the-
see Titania and Linares lock eyes, and it's like there's sparks flying between the two of them.
Oh, yeah. We were like a 4-pack of, I don't fucking know, shoes. Whoever gets a 4-pack of
Like
shoes.
4
centaurs,
individual shoes
right?
that don't match each other.
Yeah.
They were all shoes, but they just didn't quite click. You know?
One was a flip flop, one was a boot. It
One
just
was
doesn't.
A dance shoe. you
Ugh.
know, Crazy.
All right, so who's going to Singorn and who's going to the Stormcrest Mountains or the Frostweld? What are we doing?
Stormcrest Mountains for I think everyone but Targaryen.
And his children. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
oh,
go
yes.
over and hug them
Okay.
and say goodbye.
Oh, I will go say bye to Annie. I kind of forgot she was here for a sec.
Wow, this guy.
there's a lot that happened last week.
There is a
okay?
lot going on. There is a lot going on.
I'm gonna grab Annie's shoulder, just kind of look at her. I'll give her like an awkward hug.
Okay. You two exchange an awkward hug. Thea, you give all three of them a nice hug. Make an insight check.
On who?
Just the kids.
The pressure to pick a die. Caleb, I'm using the ones you gave me. These better not suck. Oh, okay, it's good.
I weighted them, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. 26.
Properly weighted. So you're giving them a hug. You're having this nice goodbye, and you get this. You get a feeling that Meryl is holding something back. That she's not saying something.
Do I have time to like pull her aside real quick and like kind of squat in front of her?
You have a little bit of time while everyone's
quick.
kind of getting their things and making sure that they're ready.
I'll just squat in front of her, put my hands on her shoulders, and just be like, "There's something you're not telling me?"
No.
Don't lie to me.
No. There's not. No. Okay, yeah. Well, you know how sometimes I can like see stuff?
Yes.
Well, I saw stuff, and you see tears kind of start welling in her eyes, and I I um I I saw this like really big like sundial thing, and then I saw him, and she points to Animus. I saw him like he was like this, you know, and like he looked like a dried fruit.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Oh, that was Thea actually laughing, not just Abby. Really cool, guys. No, really awesome. I have great friends.
Alright. It's just a funny description. Don't worry about that right now. It'll be okay. We'll just do everything we can to make sure that doesn't come true.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that one. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not gonna happen, don't you worry.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I saw a lot of things,
don't you
with the
worry, it'll
Raven
be
Queen.
okay.
and that really adds up to that.
Don't, Animus, be quiet.
You're
He
right.
seems
You're right.
more scared than I am.
It's not gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
He's a baby, so.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
He almost got turned into a cooked chicken one.
Oh.
I
It was-
might turn him into a cooked chicken.
It was
Doesn't stop
Anzu. Anzu and
See, Meryl laughs a
Lochnar.
little bit.
Anzu and Lochnar tied me up and put me over fire, and I had to blow the fire out.
Oh yeah, that was a fun time.
You see Titania kind of waves her hand, and you see this like this arch made of flowers kind of appear in the space. All right, first stop is Singorn. All who are wanting to go to Singorn, please step through.
Jacob, Rupert still has my stone, right?
I believe so, yes.
And then he broke Brady's stone.
He broke the other teleportation
Oh, the
stones.
family stones.
Yeah, so those no longer work,
But
but
the
his
world
world
stones.
stone still works.
Okay. Targaris. Just remember that they are still after Annie, and she is still a piece of the puzzle that they need.
Animus, if I may speak with you briefly. And he says he goes off as the kids are waiting. They're like, "Come on, Dad." He's like, "I'll be just a moment, just a moment."
Sidebar.
Animus, I'm sending Annie to be with a special organization, which I am a part of.
Can I know where that is, or is it safer if
I'm
I
afraid you
don't?
can't,
Ah.
but know that she will be safe. I've already arranged for them to meet us in the city. She will be safe.
Okay.
I'll leave, if you would like, I can leave the information in a closed location.
Yeah.
If something were to happen to me or the organization, you would be able to find her.
Okay.
Just let me know where you would like me to place it.
Yes. How can I have everyone deafen themselves?
Works. Yeah. Okay.
So I have two things. One, I have the house being built outside Amon, where the dwarves are. That would obviously be easy for him to get to. I don't know how far in that is. It's been at least 6 weeks of them building now. My other thing would be I had a secret location being built in the elemental plane of air by the Arashari. It was going to be kind of like a house away from everything else if shit happened. How possible would it realistically be if he could get something there?
Honestly, it's probably going to be impossible for him to get something to either location.
You think he couldn't even get to Amon? It was more
no,
could he get something to Amon or the Arashari?
If he sends that across the mail, it has confidential information that cannot be seen, and there's not enough security.
Could I possibly have someone...
It would need to be somewhere in Singorn.
Could I have someone from the Arashari come get it?
That's also not secure because he doesn't know if they're to be trusted. They could be a spy. They could be a double agent.
My boy Jackson or Keyleth. What if I had Keyleth do it?
Keyleth's not going to do that.
I know.
You also don't, as you're kind of thinking of like where could this go, you think for a second, Keyleth could be part of this group.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to think of something like really secret that no one else would even be able to figure out, like bad guy wise, right now. So I don't know. I guess maybe.
Animus, if it would make you feel better, if you give me a piece of you, I can code the chest to where it will only open for you.
Okay.
Would that help?
Yeah. Where would you want to hide it? Maybe in the middle of that lake where...
That's a pretty deep lake. I don't know if you could get down that far.
I am...
Well, you are a druid.
If you want to hide it, let's say this, just northeast of the lake, in the northeast side above where the meeting hall is. So there's the meeting hall. Go northeast out to, let's say, 20 yards out from the meeting hall. The deepest location within that area, if you can hide it at the bottom of the lake.
I will do my best.
Okay. I'll be able to find it, especially if there's an attachment of me onto it. I can just use magic to find it anyways, so...
Speaking of that, and he plucks a feather off of you. Sorry, that
it's
might
okay.
have hurt.
No, I just wasn't fully ready for it. But yeah, thank you. Let me say bye to her real quick, and I'm gonna go over to Annie.
Are you gonna awkward hug me again?
Annie, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see you is, and I really would hope that it would be soon. But this situation's getting very dangerous, as you know from what we saw back in the Shadowfell. So, I just want to make sure you know that you're going to be safe and you're going to be okay. And you just need to listen to Targaris here and trust that we're going to keep you safe. Alright?
Okay. I do.
I'll give her a real hug this time. It's a genuine hug of not...
A genuine
It's like
hug.
Like, the first one was an awkward hug of like, oh, okay, I'm going to go do something again. And then this one's more of a... oh god, like I don't know if I'm realistically going to live through this to see her, so.
Okay, so you guys see. I'll wait for Thea to get back.
Okay. Brady wasn't even here for the entire thing.
He's like, what? Can you hear us, Brady? Hang on.
That's
Hang on.
a
He's having earbud problem.
That's an
Oh.
He's having earbud problems. That's okay. You see Targaryen kind of nods to the group, and the kids step through first, and he looks back to all of you. I would like to say thank you very much for saving my family. But there's two of them. Well, fine, Anzu, you're included in this, even though I still consider what you did to be just an abomination of nature. You still have 3 of my family with you, and I would request that you keep them safe as well. He goes
We'll
through
be
the
okay.
portal.
Titania,
Yes, Anzu.
can I grab some mud really quick?
Did you what?
Can I?
Why would you even ask?
I
Just
go-
grab the mud. Just grab
Okay,
it. It's right
thank
below
you. I'm gonna run out and get some mud and come back real quick.
Okay. It's a birdie.
She just wants attention.
She's very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited. So, we should go to the Stormcrest Mountains. Very well. You see a portal opens. On the other side, there's like a light snow that's kind of dusted this outcropping. I would suggest going quickly. The performance and having to do the first portal, my magic is a little tired.
I will quickly walk through.
Okay, you guys get through. You appear out on the Stormcrest Mountains, which you are high enough that you can kind of see the forest that surrounds Singorn. You can't quite see Singorn. But you appear to be, well, Cirrus, make a nature check for me.
Boy. That's a 10.
A 10?
Mm-hmm.
You're a forest ranger more than you are a mountain ranger. So the altitude is a little weird. You can feel your ears trying to pop. But you kind of look around. It looks like you're in like a plateau area that kind of splits the smaller mountain range into the larger portion of it. But yeah, you guys don't really know where you are in location to everything. You're close to Singorn, the fact that you can see the forest that it's part of. Oh no, did Birdie get a hold of one of your books?
Yeah.
Oh
I was
no.
like, what? Oh, it's
Well, don't worry, because Daisy got a hold of Xanthar's.
No.
Same spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zanny.
That's
Yeah.
I turn to the group and I tell them, so it seems we're in a plateau. And over here to our left is a forest.
Very observant of you.
I
Lucky
enjoyed
to have you on the team.
astute observations by Cirrus. A great ranger.
Clear, we
will
were
do my
always
best.
missing a ranger.
Ah. Well.
Oh.
Now what?
Yes, see, this was
Jacob.
my question.
Yes, Thea.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my thingy that I bought from that man. It's that compass that will point
Ooh.
me to the nearest dragon.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like Jack Sparrow's compass.
Until we're going to the wrong dragon.
Cut
Yeah.
shooting like a
Wrong
black
dragon.
ball gunshot.
Okay.
Unless, Anzu, do you have something of Richter's, like a scale or something that we could?
Is it in your inventory, Anzu?
He's got his
I carry
baby.
his baby scale on this necklace. It was his first scale he lost.
No, you can kind of like do a little something I can't remember exactly how it works, but I know there's a little something I can do, and it'll lead me to Richter, not just a random drag.
Then you just put it in the compass.
Something like that, yeah.
So, it will consume the scale if you do that.
Ah. I know you might not want that to happen.
Do you have an extra baby scale or maybe some baby teeth?
Oh, that's the only baby scale I have.
Well, Anzu, it's much better to have the baby than to have the baby scale.
I know. That's what everyone keeps telling me.
That's
Go ahead, Thea.
All right. I'll put the only piece of baby Richter that Anzu has into the compass.
Okay. So you place it in, and you see the magic of the compass kind of warps over the scale as you see the magic like starts disintegrating it. And you can see the needle on the compass is swirling, and it's getting faster and faster and faster, and then finally it stops. It is pointing northeast.
We head northeast.
We have our heading.
Okay.
Oh, you said west. Sorry.
I knew Zach would do a SpongeBob joke. I knew it. He can't. I don't think he can go a few hours without making a SpongeBob joke.
I really can't. Sparrow joke.
So, you guys begin trekking across. It is around the like end of winter. Actually, wait. Let me look at the calendar. Where's the calendar? Okay.
August.
Not our calendar. Do. I always forget where the calendar is in this thing.
It's not a folder.
There we go. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so
It's a rock.
it is around the time where winter is starting to transition into spring. So you see there's this thin layer of snow across, but flowers and different grasses are beginning to kind of poke out of the snow cover. You see a few rabbits and other animals kind of enjoying the warmer and more hospitable weather. Still pointing northeast.
Okay. We keep going.
Okay. So as you guys continue to head northeast,
I'd like to be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Very specifically.
The plateau begins to slope upward as you guys realize that you're getting closer to a mountain. So as you're going up, you can see probably about a mile or two hike up this mountain. It'll probably take you, with the incline and Anzu being there, unless someone carries him, it's probably going to take about 2 hours. If someone carries him, it'll take maybe an hour.
Carries Anzu?
We don't have Lochnar anymore. I guess it's his wife's job. Lochnar used to wear him like a backpack.
Anzu, I am not the strongest. Even someone of your stature is hard for me to lift.
Saigon, would you like to pick up your little friend Anne?
No.
Oh.
Anzu, how tall are you? What's your height?
I am exactly 3 feet tall.
3 feet. Okay. So as
that'd be like nothing for me. I could pick him up.
Thea,
I'm just gonna like throw him over my shoulder.
hang on just a moment, dear.
Oh, it's okay.
As much as Anzu loves being carried, I believe I have a simpler solution.
I can conjure some animals to take us all up the mountain.
No. I believe Anzu needs his exercise, especially with him getting up in his years. So, everyone please stand back. Anzu, are you okay with me doing this?
Yes.
Alright. She's going to enlarge Anzu. So, Anzu is now 6 feet tall.
What?
I hate that so much. He's never been taller than me. Other than like when he gets
large.
It's also kind of strange seeing a gnome that's about the size of an elf. Kind of weird.
Oh yeah, now I just look like an elf, huh?
Yeah, you just basically look like an elf, but like with a little bit more of a like your features are a little bit more bulbous and round, whereas elves kind of have sharper features.
I can make a couple polar bears for us to ride.
It's like when
Golden Compass style.
Merry and Pippin became big hobbits.
Oh, when they were drinking the water in the.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway,
how's the weather up there?
Aren't you still taller than him?
Well, you know.
how many times are you gonna get to say that joke?
Good point.
So, I will need 2 of you to make survival checks as you guys are trekking up this mountain.
I will volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
I've got pretty high survival instincts. I don't know how Thea's is though.
Thea's is probably.
Yeah, she's a wood elf.
They're fine. Fine.
Fine.
+5.
Woohoo!
Mine's a +6.
You
I didn't want to metagame it.
But you did.
20.
But you did.
Well, she said her number, so I said my number. 20.
I got a natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
What do you add? What when you add to it? What does it turn into?
Good lord.
27.
Ah.
Okay, so Sears got a 27, which off of a natural 20. Animus, what'd you roll?
20.
20.
Dirty.
Okay. Dirty 20. All right. So, Animus, you're not used to frigid environments, but because of your feet and the fact that your bones are pretty hollow, you actually can walk above the snow.
Nice.
As can Thea and Linares. They walk above the snow. Once again, another Tolkien deep cut. Legolas, when they're climbing the mountain, he's walking above the snow, and all the dwarves are sunk. Anyway,
Never seen the movies.
well, all the humans and the dwarves are sunk into the snow.
It's a movie thing. You'd have to watch the movies.
I don't think it's in the book.
It is.
Anyway, it
I haven't
is.
read the books
I think
either.
so.
I haven't read it in a while. Anyway, but the rest of you are beginning to kind of trudge along in the snow.
You trudge.
But you do find, as you're going, Sirius, you kind of stop the group, and you see what looks like the potential of a landslide, or not a land. It'd be an avalanche at this altitude, but avalanche. So you carefully direct the group around it without much issue. Jeez Louise, I'm having trouble now. Much like those people at airports who are doing the sticks.
It says here I could make giant goats, and they would be sure-footed giant goats, which means they would have.
Giant goat.
I could do such a thing, and we could all be riding giant goats up the mountain.
Zygon, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. How long can I do that for?
25.
25. So as you guys are walking along, kind of going through the snow, you start to hear something. And at first you think, it's just the wind kind of blowing past me. And then you start to hear...
no wind.
It sounds kind of like a song. Like this really pleasant, angelic song. But after a little while, it kind of fades away.
gonna start humming that song.
Okay.
Because it's stuck in my head.
No, yeah, fair enough. You guys eventually, after about an hour, make it up to the top of this mountain. Anzu, as you guys make it to the top, you shrink back into the snow, and now just below your neck.
Well, I don't see an entrance or anything.
I need all of you to make perception checks.
Thea has the compass, but she went to pee in the bush over there real quick. What about my passive perception, Jacob?
That is not necessarily what you are doing this for.
Okay.
So
I got a 16.
16.
16 too.
Okay.
I got a 4.
I got an 18.
I got a rock. Okay, so as you're kind of surveying, as you guys are higher up, you can see what looks like probably about a day's journey down the mountain range. You see this forest with perpetual snow kind of falling through it. You can also see what looks like a large crater that's been carved into the mountain, but it's not like downward, it's into it. So it's like there's chunks of the sides of mountains missing. But those of you who know a little bit of your history, you know this is the Frostweld.
No.
You're close to it. You're on the southern border of it.
Getting a little chilly over here.
Yeah, it is getting a little colder.
Hey, Anzu, remember that time that your weird girlfriend, that isn't your wife, said that Velshanar was in the Feldwilds?
You got it.
Frostweld.
Frostweld.
Bite me, enemies.
Why? Because Velshanar's in the Frostweld, and that's right there. We were not prepared for this one. We can be. As long as
there's a chance that we will all die right now.
Well, as long as none of the others are there, we might be okay to take on Velshanar.
I didn't think you understand how strong Velshanar is.
He is strong.
He'll turn your asshole inside out.
You have to remember that there's
He has a cloaca. He's a bird.
I still have an asshole.
Your cloaca.
No.
Will be turned inside out.
Well, you have to remember there's 6 of us, and we're all very strong in our own ways. We've been preparing.
I like my asshole the way it is.
Right side out.
If it's just Velshanar, we can defeat him.
Well, it's not Velshanar, Rick is in there too.
Yes. If it's Velshanar, the 3 women, and...
Well, the odds are good as any. I think you're right. Let's go.
What's his name? Mathis's brother.
Marqueus?
Yep, Marqueus.
As you guys are having this conversation, you start to see smoke rising up, probably about 5 miles in front of you guys, if you were to continue along the mountain range.
Look, smoke.
Ah, look at him.
Good job,
so
Sirius.
astute. His ranger senses are just above and beyond what we could ever have asked for.
His ranger senses are tingling.
You know what they say in the Fae Scouts? If there's smoke, there's Fae.
Alright.
Yeah, the classic Fae Scouts say.
Oh no! I've heard some Fae.
Sirius achieved the rank of brownie.
I did.
Oh no.
See, that works on multiple levels because there's also the brownie scouts.
Linares and Anzu, while we're walking, is there anything about Velshanar that you could tell us that could be a weakness?
Well, I just told you, cover your asshole, he'll turn it inside out.
Linares.
Dear, that's not helpful.
I know, I'm sorry.
I understand that you and Vel have issues.
Complicated history.
Well, to put it lightly, the
He
man
killed
murdered
you.
me.
Yes.
So,
Trying to
you
kill
know,
Anzu.
I actually have issues with him
He
too.
tried to kill Anzu, but he killed you. It was a
Yes.
whole thing.
Animus, dear, I was there, I know.
No, Anzu's just not being helpful right now with the asshole thing. It's just a little frustrating.
Okay.
That's my
Well,
bad.
actually, that is quite helpful. That is part of Velshinar's personality. He really likes
Oh, no.
he likes what did he call it, dear? What was it? Flaying?
No, he called it the Rupa Loop. He would turn you around and then turn your asshole inside out.
Yeah, he was big on that.
Yes, it was one of his things, except, you know, he wasn't particularly evil at the time.
No, he started it when we went into the Nine Hells, but I digress.
Wait, he went to the Nine Hells.
We did, yes.
Yes, we went everywhere, Animus. In fact, we were somewhat famous in the day.
Well,
Were you all
Well, I
together
don't
the entire
know
time you were
how
in the Nine
famous.
Hells?
I don't know how famous we were. Anzu liked to think that we were bigger than we were.
Well, there's just a lot of things that are kind of coming back to me because I was a slave to. How I knew him was Erebus, who you say is Velshinar.
His name was what?
Erebus.
Erebus.
Yes.
Did he give himself that name?
I'm not sure.
It does sound like something he would do. He likes trying on nicknames all the time.
But the Velshinar that you're talking about was not the most powerful thing in the Shadowfell that was controlling the situation. It was actually Asmodeus. He was a warlock of Asmodeus from the Nine Hells. That's how I knew.
Well, that's news to me.
At least Asmodeus was at least a very powerful creature involved in whatever was happening in the Shadowfell.
Oh, he's more than just a creature, dear.
Oh, I know. He's enslaving tens of thousands of different creatures in the Shadowfell currently. So
yes, sorry. What's
him among others.
Aruba.
Erebus.
Abacus? Was that it? Abacus.
Jamaica.
Erebus.
I agree. It's a stupid name that sounds made up by him.
Yes, it sounds like a raise.
Well, weaknesses. His ego was always quite inflated.
Oh yes, he did try to kill me over that one.
Yes, Anzu once challenged Velshinar to a spell creating contest to see which one of them could make a spell that made the perfect ice cream.
Interesting.
He turned my asshole inside out for that one.
Yeah, that was a lot of mending. He
He
also he enjoys the macabre. He was always interested in studying cadavers. So much so that we had to have him move his workshop off of campus. Wait, Anzu, how long has it been since you've been to his workshop?
I believe I'm back.
Did you go there after the whole incident where I
We may have searched it, but I don't remember much. And it was a while ago.
There might be something in there that would help us. Perhaps we could find some more information.
I don't know if I've ever told Anzu this, but Velshinar is actually the one who taught me magic.
Right.
I noticed the strange flourishes.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything though.
No, he when I was there, he, I guess, just enjoyed how easy it was to mold a young Kinku, and
he was one of the big proponents of starting the school. Him and Anzu, that's one of the only things they agreed on.
I mean, the problem with that is that if he was since he is part of this whole world souls and stuffing thousands of souls inside of what is a slave-like body as a Kinku, then
Animus, look. think we're talking about two different people. He is not the same he used to be.
You're right.
He
never did turn people's buttholes inside out when I was there, and I watched him do a lot of executions.
Towards the end, he did a lot more than that. He was.
Well, it was more like he turned people's bodies
anyone
and ripped
who
them
didn't
apart.
know magic well.
Yes,
Frankly, half the people in this group would be his slave if he had the choice.
Yes, he believes those that do not have an innate magical ability should not be allowed to exist. Or if they are, they should be subjugated.
He also gave me my voice, unless that's just a created memory, which I don't know what is true memory at this point or not. If we were to kill him, do I lose my ability to think and talk as I do now?
Animus, you've never been able to think.
Anzu, spoken like a true professor.
Considering
Tell
I
you what,
have
it'd
to...
be a,
It's...
it would be a lot more quiet.
It would...
Theoretically speaking, I see no reason why you wouldn't be able to talk.
Damn.
If Velshinar was the one that gave you the ability to speak, that magic has been done for years now. That is an innate ability with you.
True, and he has the same ability, so...
It's true.
I just don't know how much of my memory is true or not, because I've been shown 4 different memories at this point, and I'm not really sure which ones add up or line up to each other, so...
Well, Animus, in the end it doesn't really matter, does it? You've just got to keep moving.
I would be prepared for a bloodbath.
I think we've all been ready for a bloodbath.
Yes, well, I'm being serious. You better tape your asshole.
He's not being serious.
When they look away, I grab a piece of duct tape. No.
So, as you look at the compass, Thea, you can see that it is now starting to point more north. It's still kind of northeast. It's north-northeast, so it's like, yeah.
Is it going straight into the Frostweld?
It is going towards the Frostweld, yes.
In we go.
No. Please, yes. God, no. Please, Pelor. And the Raven Queen, and...
So, you begin going down this mountain. I need Cirrus and Animus to make survival checks.
Natural 20. 26.
9.
26 and a 9. Okay. So, you guys begin going down. And you're getting closer to where the smoke was coming from. As you're going, you stop hearing birds. There's a few here and there. You also look around. There's no rabbits. There's no foxes. Nothing. It's kind of just gone quiet. The only sounds you hear are your feet crunching against the snow as the sound kind of echoes and reverberates off the mountains around it.
Do I notice this?
Yeah.
Can I make a investigation check of some sort?
Sure.
I will
go ahead
cast
and roll an investigation check.
guidance on Sirius to help add a D4 to his roll. I need to start using...
21.
Are you okay there, Caleb? What's wrong?
My screen's shut off.
Uh-oh.
No, I can see you now, but they just we just had lightning hit, and then my screens just went black.
Whoa. The stream's still going.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still up, so we're good.
That was cool, though. The look on Caleb's face.
It was weird.
I aspire to make him make those faces.
I've never had that happen before with a thunderstorm, so that was weird.
I almost was like, move your mouse. But Yeah.
Okay, if something happens,
What'd you roll?
guys know why.
21.
21. Kind of make the group stop. And you kind of listen, and you hear this noise, and then it stops. And you just hear crunching in the snow. It is probably about three. You hear 3 sets of footprints coming, and they're coming towards you.
I want to hide in the snow.
Okay, and so you jump in, face first into the snow. You may be hidden.
He's already pretty
Put
much
my hand up.
hidden.
Put it down.
That's actually not a horrible idea. I'm gonna crouch down into the snow.
I want to use my Mask of the Wild as a wood elf and try to blend in better at stealth.
Nice.
The one time I can use that.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you for reminding me. I want to cast 1,000 Forms and use alter self and turn myself into someone with a snow ghillie suit on.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works, but
alter self to look like anyone.
Snipers in the D&D world.
They're spell snipers.
I would like to climb into a tree real quick.
Let me look at it.
You're on the side of a mountain right now. There are currently no trees around.
Shit. I thought we were by a forest.
No, you guys. So
forest?
essentially, okay. So the Frostweld is essentially like.
Is it just mountains?
It's like in a bowl, right? So like here is the Frostweld, and then you guys are like roughly around like, let's see, where's Singorn?
Shit.
So you guys are roughly like right here.
I would like to find a large rock to hide behind.
Okay, Zygon, what are you doing?
Shit. I don't really have any way to hide myself. I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Get in the snow.
I'm wearing a red cloak and shit. It's gonna stick out.
I'm gonna pat Zygon on the arm and give him my blessing of the trickster, so he has advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Okay.
I think I can do this. Change appearance.
Zygon, would you like to do something else other than stand in the middle of the passage now?
Yeah, is there any, I guess, yeah, if I can sneak over to a large boulder or rock or something.
The only large boulder is the same one that Sirius is hiding behind, so you guys will have to hide together if you want to.
Give him a thumbs up.
Okay,
As Sirius
yeah,
is ducking behind, he thumbs ups. Okay, so you get over there. Animus, I will say that you, since you're a druid...
You can transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, color, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as any member of any other race, though none of your statistics change, and you don't appear as a creature as a different size. So I can change coloration to as white as humanly possible.
Yeah. So I will say, because you're a druid, you change your feathers into white, that of like a snow owl, and you kind of sink in, and you kind of hide yourself in the snow. I need everyone to make a stealth check. Thea, Animus, and Cirrus all have advantage.
And Zygon.
Awesome.
And Zygon, yes.
Oh, I was going to say I don't even need it because I rolled a 16, and then I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Also rolled a natural 20.
Let's go.
Jeez Louise, you guys are rolling crazy
20,
good.
I have a
29
14.
is my total.
Dirty 20.
14.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
25.
Linares rolled a 18. Okay. So you all kind of get down low, get into the snow. Some of you hide behind boulder. And so you are completely covered. You can't even see what's going on here. You're so deep in the snow. But you hear this, and as the sound gets louder, you see these 3 strange-looking creatures. They have these long, kind of sharp teeth. They're shaped like humanoids, probably around the size of like an orc. You see they've got these really sharp teeth, wearing leather, just black armor. You can see their faces itself are obscured by shadow. You can see their entire bodies give off this like ethereal shadow, almost like an ink kind of dripping off of them. They're wearing very tattered, very like old leather armor. One of them carries a shield. They all have weapons on them, and they begin looking around.
Do I know what these are?
Make a history check.
How far away are they?
From you, Cirrus, they're probably about 30 feet.
We'd like to use Hunter's Mark.
Okay, which one are you marking? The one
not,
with the
not Hunter's
shield?
Mark, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The fucking one I can know their disadvantages and all that. What was that called?
I rolled a natural
Bane?
one, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, that's not Bane.
Hunter's Sense. That's what it's
Hunter's Sense. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want the one with like these two axes? Do you want one with a big broadsword on its back, or do you want the one carrying a shield and sword?
Are they all the same creature, or are they all different?
They all look to be the same creature. There's a few variations in size and kind of how they hold themselves, but overall, yes, they do look to be the same creature.
Okay. The one with the shield.
Okay. So you kind of go into this state. You've been trained. The sound around you kind of fades out, and all you can hear is this one creature. You hear the footfalls on the snow, and you hear that the left foot comes down slightly before the right foot, seeming to favor the left side. You see the armor, very tattered and old. You also can't quite make out, it's obscured. There's some sort of symbol, like on a lapel pin. But it's cloaked in shadow. But it looks like that thing hasn't tarnished as much as the armor that they currently wear. You hear its breathing, just this, almost like a winded, someone who's winded, someone who's been running for some time. You also get the sense, and you kind of see, every once in a while, the sun, it's kind of an overcast day, but every once in a while the sun will kind of peek out, and you'll see them almost like flinch a little when the sun hits them. And they carry on.
How close did they get to me?
They're within about 15 feet. You guys
They
actually
don't-
see. They don't appear to see you guys.
Do I have any feelings of the shadow fell?
Yes, very much so.
Son of a bitch.
Um,
My head's in the snow, though. I rolled a natural one. I have no idea what they are.
yeah. As they get closer and they begin sniffing around. They look down. Anzu, they're inches from your face.
I like to use prestidigitation to make some rocks fall further down the way.
They look over. They begin getting closer to that. And you see them kind of
huge
get close.
I turn and nod to Zygon.
And then you hear this loud horn noise coming from within the Frostweld. Just this like, and it kind of shakes the snow as the reverberation hits. The snow, little bits of it begin to fall. You see off in the distance on another mountainside, an avalanche occurs. And they run away back down where they came from. And you see these guys move quick. They're moving really, really fast. Like inhuman movement.
So do I know what the hell those things are? Did I gather any information from that?
From what I told you, that's about it.
Fuck.
Guys. Are we good? Thumbs up out of the snow.
All of you make a perception check.
14.
18.
6.
11.
28.
Okay. What'd you get, Anzu?
11.
Okay. And Linares. Okay, Linares got a 21. Some of you are beginning to get out of the snow, but Thea, you and Linares kind of look, and you stop them as you hear. But there's 2 sets of wings.
I push Anzu's head back down, and I duck back down with him.
Yeah. As you guys feel this sort of air pressure begin to build, cresting over the mountains in the direction towards Singorn, you see a ancient green dragon crest over, and then shortly after that you see an adult silver dragon crest over, and you see them soar down. Let me see here. Okay. You see them both soar down into the Frostweld, and then they disappear into the tree cover.
Son of a bitch.
Like that.
Anzu Shavira's here.
Is it good to come out?
I think we're good.
We should be fine now, yes.
Ah. Alright. Shavir is here. Richter is here. Did anyone see what those creatures looked like? Because they're shadows from the Shadowfell, and I wasn't sure what they were because I was under the snow.
Did I happen to get a look at them and see?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Saw that they had
Can't
some
do
sort of.
history. I'm proficient in history.
Religion check.
Dang it.
Saw that they had some sort of little pin. I would
It's a
assume.
6.
6. Thea, you didn't get a close look at it, but you did see that there was some sort of symbol on the shield.
And Cirrus didn't see
Okay.
what they
Cirrus
looked
was
like.
Cirrus was a little too far away to see what the lapel was. It was kind of cloaked.
I just need to know what they looked like. I could probably distinguish the creature at least. Linares, did you see anything?
Here, let me see if she saw anything. Eey, I rolled bad too.
Great.
I made out a little bit of what they were, but through my research, I've never seen a Shadowfell creature that looks like that.
I wish I would have just propped myself up a little more, but I didn't want to give away my location, so.
It's better to not have to fight when they're doing a little meeting. This is concerning, Anzu.
He's gotten very big.
He seems rebellious. I blame you. Well, when a boy is acting up, trust his mother to get him back in line.
Velshinar and Shavira in a fight?
I think we're going to have to bring it on this time.
Boy, Shavira 5-on-1 was already going to be hard.
Well,
So we don't have Braun around to charm himself into having to fight us again, so.
Is it possible that Shavira has Richter
Charmed?
a little charmed?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Most likely, but how do we... That means we need to go after Shavira and not Velshinar here.
There's a way I could make one of them maybe get confused for a while.
Anzu, you know I hate it when you're coy. What do you mean?
Well, you know, I learned a new spell, and I'm kind of eager to use it.
Well,
Maybe
in
not
my
on
in my experience, dragons are quite hard to charm.
Yes. Unfortunately, they're both intelligent.
Yeah, this
Not
isn't
only
just,
that, but
zombie.
dragons are creatures of magic.
Yes, I know. But
Is there perhaps the this Shavira? It could not have been hiding in plain sight, correct?
What do you mean?
No, she
Like
can
where
turn
at?
into anything, really.
Well, she turns into a giant ancient green dragon because it's what we assume is her true form, and then also has her human form.
I thought that you told me that Richter was in some sort of prison or cave or something.
Yes.
No, he
I
came and had a
actually believe
conversation
that
with me
Oh
once.
yeah, remember we had that whole conversation about how he tried to kill Zygon.
I believe there's a mind flare worm in his head,
Or Shavira
or Severa
grabbing his dick.
too. I did have a vision. Mind
Better than his
flares.
Shavira
Tell me-
was looking
tell me
for
why.
a mate.
Shavira was in it. I believe I was looking around or something.
Are you certain that you saw tadpoles?
Yeah.
Well, then this will have to wait. We have something much more pressing. If there is evidence of tadpoles, then that means an illithid sect has infiltrated this area and they have created an elder brain.
Oh,
That is something that is much more pressing.
son of a bitch.
So we're not
Son of Pelor.
son.
That if Anzu, if you are correct and they have infected our son with an illithid tadpole, if we destroy the elder brain, that would release him from their control.
I don't know where this thing is.
Probably in the same place that they're all hiding out in the Frostweld. Seems like
What?
their main
Tell me more
base.
of your vision, Anzu. Where were you?
I was just in some.
Elder brains don't like it where it's hot. They prefer cold temperatures.
Well, we are in the mountains.
But what was your vision?
I was just in a mountain. I was in a mountain, and there's some people.
Do you
in
remember seeing
jails
anything?
there.
Did you ever go outside? Did you ever see any distinctive features?
Wasn't there like mountains and shit?
Yeah, I mean, you were in a mountain range.
Yeah.
You were able to see the Frostweld from that range, though.
Oh. So would I be able to match up?
It's going to take a really high intelligence check.
But you weren't
Good thing
in
I'm a
the
very intelligent man.
Frostweld. You were in the mountains, right?
All right. What do I have to roll?
I'm not going to tell you what you have to roll, just roll.
Is it a saving or what?
No, this is just an intelligence check.
Suck my. Suck my pee pee. That is 21.
That is not high enough.
Oh, ripperoni.
The DC was 30.
Oh, yeah. There's
Um,
no way I can do it.
So you begin looking around. You have a general idea. The range that had the avalanche, you at first thought it was because of the horn. But as you begin to think about it, that would have caused an avalanche in multiple places, but it didn't. It only happened in one. But what could have caused an avalanche localized is the wing beat of two dragons taking off. So if you were to travel to that mountain, that might be where they were. That's about a day's trek if you go around. If you go through the Frostweld, it would take about half a day.
We could also ride on the back of giant goats, and it would get us there a hell of a lot faster through the mountains. I'm just putting that one out there.
Well, unfortunately... Oh, I'm sorry, Anzu, you go ahead.
I think we'll walk.
Not only that, but if they're already sending out search parties, they might know we're already here. If we were to ride, say, giant goats that will go bleh the whole time.
I can make them not go bleh. They listen to me. They're my magic. They're not like a real giant goat.
Still don't know if that's the best.
They also, I could create them all as white goats blending into the side of the mountain, And if we go the long ways, we could at least make the long way faster and not have to travel through the Frostweld. Unless we want to go down there to see what the fuck's going on, but then that's really bringing in a lot of options on who we're going to fight.
I leave the decision to you. And with that, we will take tonight's break.
Yay.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. The group is currently deciding to go through or on goats.
Through goats or on goats?
I personally like going through the goat.
Keep it together, people.
Another thing we could do is I could turn into a giant white woolly mammoth and just carry all of us there.
I could also.
She could also do that.
2 woolly mammoths. That would be kind of crazy.
That'd be crazy. They wouldn't see it coming.
They probably would. We're pretty big.
No,
We
yeah.
go in like Alexander the Great with some elephants and just see what's up.
Well, that would be our going around option. If we go around, woolly mammoths would get us there quick, fast, and would be able to carry everyone. If we go
Quick
through,
and fast.
yeah, quick and wait,
Quick, fast, speedy.
speedy, fast, quickness.
Not much time.
As fast as the woolly mammoth. I know that's a saying.
As fast as the woolly mammoth flies.
Yes.
Right.
Good one.
What's
Yeah, I vote around, I guess. Yeah.
What are the dangers we would face going through?
everything? Running into
What?
Shavira, running into Mindflayed Richter, running into Velshinar, those shadow creatures, whatever else they may have protecting their secret laboratory or whatever they have down there. But on the bright side, if we went through, we could figure out what they have going on down there.
I'm gonna vote through just to be different.
Okay. Cirrus.
I value my life. I'm gonna vote around.
And
Can't relate, but sure.
Throw.
through Linares.
Well, I don't know if I should have a vote.
No,
I
you
mean,
have to have a vote. We're all here together.
Anzu, I'm curious. Why do you wish to go through?
I'm very bloodthirsty.
Is it a personal vendetta thing that could get us all killed?
Yes.
Okay, I vote around.
I also vote around. 4-2. We're going
Change to
around.
through.
All right, we're gonna have
3
to.
to 3.
I didn't
That's
know it
three
was
to
a
three.
vengeance bloodlust thing.
We're gonna have to revote
Fair
here.
point.
Bureaucracy.
Let's just go through.
Linares doesn't get a vote. We're
Oh,
going through.
fuck.
Or we could leave it to a coin toss.
Or we could split up.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
It's
I
just
think
like
we
the
should get together.
DM is starting to think, okay, is there a group in the world that they could then become if that when they all die? Okay, let's start formulating here.
Maybe we go around. I heard a voice in my head say, "Oh, but what if they all die?"
Interesting.
Here, okay. What are the realistic reasons you want to go through? That's my question.
I want to kill them all.
Okay, that's a horrible reason.
Or
Zygon.
to fight things.
Okay,
I get it.
I'll respect that.
guys, if we go
That's
around, we can also just fight the giant Elder Brain and free Richter. Then we can fight Shavira and Velshinar with a silver dragon.
I mean, honestly, Anzu, it is just putting off for a day or two tops. Putting off your bloodlust and your rage. And if we do this, Richter is on our side when we go in. And
then we're not
knowing
fighting
the son that we raised, he has enough wherewithal to continue on with the charade until we arrive.
There's a tentacle eating his brain.
Well, it's actually more of it's like a small fish.
And I suppose we go around.
Hey,
Also-
4-2. All right.
Third option.
Oh no.
No. I'm
We
just gonna
burrow.
Kind of. Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Okay, hold on.
Secret tunnel.
Hold on, you're not wrong. You're not far off.
I hope that's in the live action Netflix show. I hope they make it a full song. It has to be, please. If it's one thing, please.
If I turn into a falcon, fly across this valley to the other side, and I then teleport back to you guys with a stone that someone lets me borrow, and then we all just walk through a tree, because I can use tree stride and teleport us to the other side without any casualties, and no one has to actually walk, and it would be probably a few hours faster.
I thought there weren't any trees around here.
There's some down.
Well, the Frostweld has trees.
If we go down closer to the Frostweld, we go in one tree and come out the other side at the other tree, and then just walk back up the mountain.
It's like sequence skipping in a video game speedrun.
And I could also get a little bit of a bird's eye view of what's going on in the Frostweld.
But the dragons can also fly.
But they wouldn't expect a bird. It would be a small bird.
Small bird.
Then why don't you go now?
That's what I call birdie.
Yeah, I can do that.
Small bird.
I just thought of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys camp out. Can I have someone's stone, here, please?
Yes. We'll stay right here.
I pull out a rock and hand it to him.
Okay. Anzu, can I have your teleportation stone? Because this isn't going to help me.
Fine. Here you go.
Alright. I will be back. Just head down towards the valley a little bit to the closest tree. That's all you need to do. I'm going to turn into a falcon, Jacob.
Okay.
The fast kind.
The fast kind, as opposed to the slow falcons.
Well, there's one. Or is it a quick? There's one of those specific falcons that's like real quick,
like a peregrine falcon.
Yes, that one. I'd like to be that one.
Okay.
And fly low across the valley of the Frostweld, and also.
I need you to make a stealth check.
Do I have to be stealthy? I'm just a falcon.
Do you not want to be stealthy?
Just a falcon.
I do want to be stealthy. Let me see.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Hold on.
When the DM gives you an option of being stealthy or not, I would suggest taking the stealthy.
I actually just want to make as much noise as possible.
Just
I start cawing and draw attention toward us.
I will find the dragon and poop on it. I poop on the dragon.
Why don't you turn his asshole inside out?
Stealth is going to be based on my falcon.
As a bird?
It's dexterity.
Yeah.
Again, birds have cloacas.
Stop that.
What?
Well, look it up.
No, don't.
I almost got him. I was close to getting him.
Peregrine falcon. 130-foot flying speed. Doubled because I am going
every 6 seconds.
Fast.
So the Frostweld itself is
16 stealth.
Let's see. Where are you wanting to go?
We're going from the what would it be like
here? I'm gonna say that it's gonna take you about 3 hours to get across.
What? I'm going 260 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah. Let's do math on that. How many feet? Okay.
260 feet every 6
260
seconds.
feet. We'll do types. Okay, so that'd be times 10 is every minute.
2,600.
So that's 2,600 feet.
Half a mile every minute.
Okay. It'll take you about. How big is this?
So every 2 minutes, I'm flying a mile.
There's no like size key on this map, and that kind of annoys me. Let me see here, really quick.
So
let's just call it 3 hours.
Yeah, I just call it 3 hours.
I want to make sure I get this
30. That's like what? 30 miles every.
Be 90 miles across. Let's see here.
Yeah, 30 miles per hour. So.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take you, if you're going at max speed, it'll take you about an hour.
Okay, I'll take that.
I need the group to make a stealth check as they're getting down towards the Frostweld.
My stealth check was 16 for my Falcon.
Good to know.
Because I don't have my own stealth. I do have keen sight, so I have advantage on wisdom checks, and I want to use that to see if I can see anything in the Frostweld.
Okay. You can see. So as you're flying over and your keen eyes are looking, you see a few campfires that are kind of throughout the Frostweld. You can also see, every once in a while, you see one of these weird shadow creatures.
Can I see what they are now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they look like what I said earlier.
Okay.
If you want to like take a closer look, you'll have to get a little lower.
Would I know what kind of creatures they are, or are they just kind of shadow creatures?
They're kind of shadow creature-y.
Okay. I don't like that you're saying shadow creature-y and that they have some sort of emblem on there.
Yeah, if you want to get
Boss
closer,
music,
you could maybe see it. You can also see that they are eating what looks like just raw meat. Like they have a few deer that they've killed, and they're literally just like grabbing and pulling out whatever pieces of meat they can and just shoving it in
to see if I can see what the thing is.
Okay.
I also have flyby, so I don't provoke opportunity attacks when I fly out of an enemy's reach.
Yep.
So I probably won't get that close to him. That's just a thing for you to know.
Okay, I will let you make a history or religion check.
Oh. 25. That was almost a 7.
What was it, a history or religion check?
It was history.
Okay. So as you get closer, you begin to flash back, and you remember seeing the symbol on something. Where did you see this? Where did you see this? You're thinking, you're flying over. You see it on this dingy shield that looks like it's covered in muck, blood, fresh blood splattered across it. Where did you see this? And then it hits you. You didn't see this, but you saw through someone else who did see it. You see what appears to be the image of a woman who is half alive, half dead. You see in one hand, it's like her face and then an outstretched hand on each side. So on the right side of her face, it is dead and decayed skin sloughing off a skeleton with an outstretched hand of sinuous muscle, and in it is a wilting flower. And then the other hand, this beautiful young woman with a beautiful pristine face, long golden flowing hair, and you can see outstretched in her left hand, which looks very healthy and youthful, you can see a blooming flower. And then around the neck is a what looks like a silk or perhaps a linen blindfold.
Is this the symbol I saw when Marqueus was opening the door to the
It is not. It is not.
Where did I see it?
This is a religious symbol that you saw that was held by the paladins of the matron of life and death.
Like in the other world?
In the other world, yeah.
Okay. But it's not something that we have in our world.
No. You recognize this as Winogear's symbol.
Okay. I will keep flying.
None of them notice you as you fly by. You keep going. As you go further in, you see this small tent that is kind of purplish and has gold trim. You can faintly make out the sound of two voices speaking, but you can't quite make out what they're saying.
Ooh, do I want to slow down? Yes.
Okay. If you want to be able to hear what they're saying, you're going to have to, like, perch yourself on the tent.
Can I slow down and kind of perch on a tree near the tent?
Yes, but you would have to roll higher on your perception check to be able to hear what they're saying.
Anything in the area that is, like, guarding this tent?
You see two of the shadow creatures kind of standing in front of this tent.
Okay. And there's nothing behind the tent in anywhere?
No.
All lands behind the tent and then just kind of slowly walk up as a bird.
I need you to make a stealth check.
21.
Well, that you specified as a bird. You do everything as a bird.
I do it as a bird.
I always bird.
I also do this as a bird.
And bird.
What'd you roll on your stealth check?
21.
21. Okay, so you glide slowly downward until you eventually land. And then you kind of get closer to the tent. And you can hear two voices. And you hear one who says, "Please tell me why I have to explain to our leader that you are taking so long." And then you hear kind of this more gruff sort of voice. And Animus, you immediately know who this is, as he begins to croak out. "Well, perhaps if I was given better materials, I would be able to do my job faster."
Who's that?
That is Valshnar.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, Valshnar is being asked to create something.
And then you hear Shavira, who's the other person in the conversation. He says, "Well, I guess I have to report back that little Valshnar just couldn't cut it." And then he says, "Or perhaps I should let our master know about your new little pet project." The room goes quiet. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna slowly kind of like bird-like, be kind of like just like do walking away, maybe pecking at the ground a little bit, and then I fly.
Okay. Just to be fair, the conversation was not over yet, but if you do want to get out there, you can.
Oh, I thought you were saying like they stopped and they were noticing.
No. You didn't hear anyone leave. There was a pause in the conversation.
I be quiet and I still do some like small bird movements.
Minor bird movements.
Minor, very minor.
Some just bird moves. Also, I would like to remind you that you're a peregrine falcon.
Yes.
And they don't tend to peck at the ground.
That's true. I will not
because
do that.
they are predators.
I will not do such
Keep pecking at the ground.
Keep doing it.
I'm not going to do that. I will just.
I know you would know that.
Minor bird movements.
Minor bird. You then hear Veltanar say, "Yes, I know of your little experiments that you've been doing with the men of Taldore. And I know of the seeds you've been planting."
Uh-oh, Braun.
You then hear Shavira, "Well, while it is true I have been doing some extracurricular activities, it's not nearly as bad as what you've been doing, Vel. I hear you're double dealing. I hear there's one of my kin in the Shadowfell that you've been having contact with." And Bell responds, "That's preposterous. The only person in the Shadowfell that's not the insane, masked woman who believes herself a god is me. I will hold up my end of the bargain. Do the same with yours. Now leave. I do not have time for this."
Before he finishes that part, I'm leaving. Minor bird movements away, and then I fly.
You fly off. You begin soaring. Another 20 minutes pass. The rest of the group, you guys have made it into the Frostweld at this point. You have done to Animus's specifications and found one of the larger trees. Zygon and Thea, make perception checks for me.
And do. Ooh.
17.
17.
29.
29.
Goddamn.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah. She has a plus 12 for her perception.
Plus 15.
Plus 15. Did I do math wrong? That's a 32.
No, I did math wrong. It's a 32.
Yeah.
God.
Crazy.
So you can be looking around, and you both notice this rather quickly. There seems to be some sort of edge to the Frostweld, and at that edge is an eternal winter. You can see ice and frost kind of build up on the trees, but if some of their branches eke out over this barrier, they're not frozen and they're blossoming in spring. You can see that there's this light snowfall that is constant, but the snow never quite builds up high. As it begins to fall, it dissipates, but there's still snow on the ground. Everything is covered. You can also see a small pond that you're near that is frozen solid. Thea, you also, because you rolled so high, you notice that there is what looks like a woman at the bottom of the pond.
Don't like that.
And she's kind of like, she's just kind of chilling down there. No pun intended. But she sees you, and then she immediately dissipates, and you see the water kind of ripple underneath the ice, and she's gone.
Oh, fuck.
Could I do like a history check
be
to
good.
see if I know anything about that?
You guys have one job.
You make a history check, and Cirrus, you also make a history check.
I'm flying across this whole forest without being seen, and you guys had one job to make it to a tree and get seen. Okay?
You technically also got seen, but they thought you were a bird. Fair.
I am a bird.
23 on my
23.
history check.
Okay. Cirrus, what'd you roll?
Got a 9.
Okay. So Cirrus, you're a forest dude, and you chill in forests all the time, and you don't see ladies like that in the forest. That's weird. But Thea, you remember when you were younger and your mother would tell you bedtime stories, that she would sometimes tell you of these things called naiads, which are like tree spirits, only they're lake and pond and ocean and sea spirits. They function similar to dryads, but instead of being tied to a tree or a forest, they're tied to a body of water.
And they're not dry.
No, they are nigh.
Because they're wet in the water.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you should
moving
be
on.
fine.
Oh, didn't that one try and like fuck with us?
Yeah.
That was attached to that tree?
Yeah. She was a bitch,
Should
though.
be fine. Did I get like sinister vibes, or was she just like, "Oh"?
It was a surprise. She was surprised. Yeah. But you guys eventually find a tree that would fit to Animus's specifications.
Big tree.
What kind of tree is it?
So this would be, you see that this has its needles still. This is a large maple tree. Wait, not a maple. Spruce. Not a spruce.
Spruce.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
that'd be
what
a
those are
spruce.
called. Yeah,
Sprucey.
it's a large spruce tree.
You see here, guys. This is the very, very rare winter maple.
Gosh dang it. Wow.
The evergreen maple.
Yeah.
That's really cool, Cirrus. I had no idea.
Little fun fact for you guys.
See, this is the things
Thanks.
that we would miss if we didn't have a ranger.
If we didn't-
I know, right?
So useful. What a useful part of the park.
If we
You
didn't
are.
have a ranger around, we'd never get to know these great facts.
I don't know why that got Caleb so bad, but it got him
Because we've
hard.
been shitting so hard on the fact that he's a ranger this episode. He's just like, hey guys, there's a mountain over there. And we're like, good job. We would have never known that without a ranger.
Good job, buddy.
And then like everyone else just joins in. They're just like, yeah, it's so great to have a ranger in the park.
Jeez Louise. So, Animus, you get to the end of your journey and you get to the base of where the avalanche would be. You can actually see a coating of snow, fresh snow. You should make a wisdom saving throw.
I like those. I don't like it.
Druids
when I
are
roll
very
low.
good at these.
19.
19. It's a good thing you're further away. As you kind of coast into this area, and you feels like something is watching you.
I hate that.
But you can't quite decide where it's coming from.
Can I look around?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's not good. It's gonna be a 10.
10. You can't really locate where it's coming from. But you do. There's something there. Whether it's physically there, hard to say.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down. Oh, can I kind of fly up a little bit and see if there's any distinct entrances or like cracks?
Make an investigation check.
Can I just make a perception check?
That's not how this works. You're actively looking for something, and it's not something that's perceived, it's something that's found.
Can I fly around and perceive it instead of...
Can I feel the vibes?
Can I know that I am not good at investigating, so I'm just going to fly in circles perceiving the landscape?
What'd you roll?
4.
Okay. With the fresh avalanche, it's really hard to tell if there's anything in the area. But yeah, you can't really see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down and find a big old tree.
Okay.
That's all I need to do. I'm gonna come out of my
you lock
form.
it into the brain.
It's in my brain. I saw the tree. I turn into Animus, and I use the stone to teleport back to Zygon.
Okay. So as you teleport back, are there any more facts that you would like to say about the tree, Cirrus?
Yeah, so these needles, right?
You teleport in as he says that.
These needles. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
Dan's would just be like...
I was just telling the group about this very, very rare tree that we have found ourselves right next to.
I'm gonna look next to it, to a tree that looks exactly like it.
Is this just
Yes.
Like, yeah.
There's full of them.
Yeah, it's basically that tree is all there is.
You mean
Yeah.
the spruce trees?
So no. So this is the rare winter maple.
Ah,
Takes a ranger's eye, Animus. Don't feel bad.
you're right. I would have never known that. All right. Anyways,
There's
And
going to be
these
people who
needles.
like play Rangers all the time who are going to come out and say, "Oh, Rangers are good." They're not.
So these needles, the
Needle.
fourth from the
tree.
top
do you want to?
is poisonous. So make sure you do not touch that one.
I touch it.
The
Weird.
fourth from the
Love that.
top.
Yep.
Animus, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
There's no fucking way. 17. That was
Okay.
That was a pretty good lucky roll.
You're dead.
So as you touch this
It's-
needle,
No shit.
you feel this chill, like shoot through your body for a second. It's not poison, but you're immediately like very, very cold, and then it
It's
kind of
poison.
passes.
It's not poison, it's venom.
Alright, you know what? He might be onto something. Alright, let's go through.
Don't touch the fucking needles.
I'm sorry. No, you're right. I should have trusted you.
He's a ranger. He's very smart, Anima.
I want to grab a branch that's on the 4th level and just kind of keep it safe breathing.
Anzo, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jacob just created a weapon.
Cannon.
Jacob,
the tree itself.
He's gonna have a branch with all these needles on it. He's gonna be able to hit people with it, and if they don't save, they're gonna be
23.
frozen.
23. When you grab this branch, you feel cold shoot through your body, and then it just passes.
Oh my god. He
Fuck
was
is
right.
this?
Well, I want to see what that's all about. I'm gonna poke the.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's when I cross my arms.
Told you guys. Listen to your ranger.
Constitution saving throw.
I also, for one,
22.
enjoy a ranger in the group.
22. Same thing. Jolt of cold leaves your body quickly.
Zygon, would you
Really?
like a shot at this?
No, I believe.
I think you should try it.
Can I grab the branch and hit Cirrus with it?
Make an attack roll.
I have cold resistance. What
I
does that
got a
mean?
natural 20.
Oh.
He does have cold. He does have the cold.
So
armor
Anzu,
now.
roll a 1d3.
Oh what?
So what you'll roll is you'll roll a 1d4, and if you get a 4, re-roll it.
Okay. I got a 3.
Okay, add your strength to that.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Okay. Then multiply it by 2
That's
because you
6.
crit. 6. Okay. Cirrus,
Divided by two.
Anzu comes up to you and smacks you, and you can feel a few of the needles stick into your skin as you take 6 points of damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. That was straight damage before the cold.
16.
16. You feel a chill enter your body,
Can't believe
and then
it.
leaves out. You're good.
Andrew, why are you going around smacking people with a branch?
No, I didn't. I'm not going around. I'm not a serial smacker. I just smacked him.
Linares.
That's how it starts, though. You smack him, he smacks you, then I smack you because you're smacking him, and then she smacks me because I smacked you because he smacked him because you smacked him.
Can somebody heal him so
I'm a
that we
little
don't?
lost now.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. Don't even waste your healing on me. I'm just a dumb ranger. what do I?
I'm gonna cast a 6th level heal.
Smack him right in the face, just heal him.
No,
70 hit
no,
points.
buddy. No, you're not just a ranger.
I don't.
You're a tiefling.
Who am
ranger.
I? Who am I to receive such grace of healing?
No, I understand.
I'm just a lowly ranger.
I'm
I
like,
need you to
I'll
make a
heal you.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Greatly poisoned.
Oh my
Anzu, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me? What did I?
Yep, you're still holding the branch.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Pass it.
Somebody didn't listen to the
I got another
ranger.
natural 20.
Another natural 20.
I will let go of the
Nothing.
branch.
Can someone
Alright.
heal him? Okay.
As you let go of the branch and it hits the ground, it lands and it shatters into a bunch of pieces like it was frozen.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't like that branch? You didn't like that branch? Wasn't it not a good enough branch for you?
Serious, you were right. Okay, I was just
Oh.
testing a theory.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's my bad. I started
Can I
that.
cast inspect on myself?
Why are we spending so much
I know
time on this
what you're
branch?
wanting to do. You're wanting to see if it's well, okay, tell me why you're wanting to cast inspect on yourself.
I want to see if it actually did anything.
It made you chilly. I told you.
Like if there's a status effect or something.
There is. I will go ahead and tell you there is not. You have an innate magical ability. There's no magical effects on you right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Now that we can all trust Cirrus, apparently,
It's attached.
So we want
can
to
you?
go into the tree.
I trusted you the
Very
whole
good.
time.
Oh.
Animus, I don't know where you found him, but he's a pretty good ranger.
He's a great ranger. What are you talking about?
And
Yes.
don't forget it.
Possibly one of the best.
How's a poisonous branch?
Needed to know if you would alert us to danger.
All right. You guys gotta move. Everybody better move through this quickly, or you're fucking stuck here. Okay. I am going to touch a large tree next to us that we could all theoretically fit through if there was a doorway, and I will then create said doorway in this large tree, and it will
You guys
connect
see
to the other tree.
as the tree begins, you hear the bark snapping as it opens up, and you guys need to run.
So right before
Go.
we start going, I push Anzu down, flip him off, and run to the tree.
Okay.
It lasts 12 seconds. It lasts.
Anzu, make a dexterity check. Well, we'll say a dexterity
Little
saving
legs.
throw.
20! It's a natural 20.
How are you roll? You've rolled 3 natural 20s in a row. That's like a 1 in like
are weighted.
1,000
Those are weighted.
something. Those are metal
Yeah.
dice. That's true.
I request a re-roll.
Yeah.
All right, so Anzu, you get shoved down, but you know you've messed with people before. You know that people can do that. So Sirius begins running, and you quickly spring up, and all of you run through this tree.
Well,
and
it
you,
is 12 seconds. We could all just walk through
Yeah.
quickly.
it's more cinematic if you run.
Anzu definitely has
Smart
to run.
filming.
It's way
If
filmy.
you run.
Very filmy. You guys make it through.
I stop everyone
can-
when they come through to make sure they're not going to make any noise, and I just kind of hold up a hand and then kneel down.
I scream, maybe. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I need
We
Everyone-
trust Animus.
I
was
need
kidding.
everyone who is not animus to make a wisdom saving throw.
This doesn't have anything to do with the fucking.
Is it a charm effect?
I cast
Fucking-
guidance on Zygon.
No.
Okay.
I cast guidance on Zygon. 'cause
Okay.
He was probably the first one to follow me, and
Okay,
16.
Linares got a 19.
Ooh,
you get
nice.
You get to roll a d4, Brady, to add to your
An additional.
to add to your.
You
roll.
can also use a lucky on that D4.
I
Oh,
got
yeah,
a
Who's the
20,
lucky? I was trying to help out someone who doesn't.
It's,
have
24.
24.
27.
27. Sirius, what'd you get?
16.
16. Thea?
28.
Okay.
Nice.
Everybody passed. Sirius was close. I will say that. Sirius was close. It was a 15.
You can talk.
Okay.
With those
So-
ranger smarts.
Ranger smarts. Street smarts. Anyway. Um,
I
You
like
guys-
to call it tree smarts.
okay. So you guys make it into this area and you
Smart
immediately
sound.
feel like something is watching you. But you can't quite pinpoint where it is. And eventually the feeling kind of fades away.
Right. Everyone
Does
felt
anyone
that,
feel
right?
like something's watching you, but you can't quite pinpoint where it is?
Yes.
I think it faded away.
I hate when you guys do that so much. It
Ah.
annoys me so much.
I felt such a thing before I came.
It's like, do you
back
make
to
fun of narrators?
Yes.
So sorry.
Rocks fall, you all die. Next campaign.
All right, thanks for watching,
You're welcome.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all
Right,
rangers.
We open
Yeah.
up.
We're
We're
all
in the exact
rangers.
same place we were, but we're all rangers.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this dead group of
We're
idiots.
all part of the Fey Scouts.
The snow is actually moss.
All right, what are you guys doing?
All right, did everyone?
What?
We're-
What?
Everybody's kind of giggly tonight. I don't know what's going on.
All right, did everyone? Everyone felt that, right? It wasn't just me.
Burnett Bronca.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely felt it.
Okay, I just want to make sure I felt it before I came back to you guys. So I just wanted to make sure that something wasn't going on.
You see Linares kind of takes everything in. I don't know what is wrong with Hunter. Holy cow.
I'm not sure where it was from.
Hunter, do you need a break, bud? Like, what? You okay
No,
over
I'm
there?
good.
Okay. Linares begin looking around. Well, it feels like the Elder Brain is trying to
Connect.
look through one of us, perhaps, which means that they know we are here, or at least they know we're in the area.
The Elder Brain knows.
Which means that every illithid in the area knows.
Shit, that means
They are a hive mind.
that
If
means
one of
your
them knows,
son
they all know.
knows.
Interesting.
Perhaps, if he is within range, and if he is infected.
Okay, our main current situation is that we are walking up a straight incline of a mountain that is all white. And none of us are wearing all white.
You're just as useful as Ceres is. What the fuck are
Actually,
you?
Anzu is wearing almost entirely white. There's just some red and gold trim on it.
Remember, he's Anzu the White.
He is
Yeah.
Anzu the White.
Yeah.
That's not just his hair.
The rest of us are
Also my
Ernst.
virginity.
That doesn't make sense. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Anzu the White.
Oh, no,
Good joke,
dude.
Grandpa.
No.
Anyway,
Sorry.
what are you guys gonna do?
I could cast Pass Without a Trace.
Move our way up. Yeah.
Yeah. Should last about an hour. Give us some time.
Yeah, I could alter my self again and become fully white like Anzu so that we can get through this. Color-wise, I'm turning my feathers white, alright?
Are we there yet?
No, you guys haven't even started getting there.
Let's get started.
Okay, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Okay, that gives you a +10 to stealth checks.
Oh, wow.
How long does that last?
An
About
hour.
an hour.
I alter self and become a white raven with white
Okay.
You're a
clothing.
pro.
Kinku's... they're...
Crow, raven.
It's like a tomato and a potato.
Yeah.
Two very different things.
No, they both say otato.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Big white crow
Oh, it's
person.
Ometo and Otato.
We're almost there.
Well, you say omato, I say otato.
They
Anyway.
have O
What
and
is
M.
happening?
The Feywild's really messed with us.
One is a fruit and one is a root vegetable.
One's a fruit, one's a root.
I am going up
I'm gonna kill myself.
mountain.
Please don't.
Up mountain
So-
I go.
As our intrepid adventurers try and find the base of the Elder Brain, that'll be where we end tonight's session.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
No.
All right, everyone, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate your continued support, and we hope to see you next week. Have a good night, guys.